Hello there everybody, it's wee Paddy from across the shuck and another wee video tonight, and I've got a lovely knife video for you tonight. And this is sort of mid-range for me. This one, including delivery to the UK, this one's running about £30, which is going to be, say, $40. So, you know, roughly about there. There's 18% off it at the minute tonight to get that price. So that's better than what I can even get in the voucher. But, you know, I'll put mine down below just in case you miss it. I'll put the code that'll take you through to it and have a look at it and see what you think of it. So the knife we're going to look at tonight is the FURA GEAR Folding frame lock. And it comes in one of these absolutely battered paper boxes, which are no good to man or beast. But it comes in a nice wee folder inside them to keep the knife. It's like, these are like felt. They've started to use these now. FURA GEAR uses them quite a lot. And to be honest with you, it's better than... The FURA GEAR gives you great quality of materials and build. So the rest of it, to keep the price down, they have to just... It's budget priced. You're not going to get a foam case with bits and pieces. You get this wee one. And that's fine. It's absolutely fine because this is a beautiful knife. So there you go. You got your little foam case, and you can use to transport or keep something in it. You know, it's not bad. So there's a knife, folks. Now, I know this looks partly like another knife, but there's a lovely milled pocket clip there, which is deep enough. Let me just bring that to it. It's deep enough to get into jeans and whatever. And it's a lovely, I've got the blue. It comes in a grey and a teal as well. So, I mean, it really is a lovely looking knife. How does it flick? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, you've got titanium and you have D2 blade steel. Supposedly. But so far, FURA, from what and the ones that I've used, I can only give you my opinion, and you'll tell me if I'm wrong. This, if it's not D2, it's a good blade steel. You know, it's not a throwaway blade steel. It's a lovely stonewash on it. The blade grinds, as I'm looking at them, are absolutely lovely. There's that one. And you'll see, they are, you can see that one. Really well ground. It's the most beautiful feeling knife. I have medium to large hands. I can get all 4 fingers on that. And there's a bit of a sneak up choil there if you want to sneak up. It's not, suppose it's not intended for that, but I would use it for that, you know what I mean? Because I can pull back on it and feel quite safe doing a bit of work on it. There's obviously multiple ways of opening it. You have your flipper, and you also have the hole which you can use front back. Now, the one thing that I noticed, the detent is not really great. It's nearly fall shut. It's on bearings, by the way. This is a knife, you know, a £30, $40 knife that's on bearings. It's just, for that price, how can you grumble? I mean, look at this. That's fall shut. Now, it's not a great detent. But I've noticed a lot of the FURAs are not great detents. But it still flips out. Whatever way you want to do it. If you want to do it, you know, snaps out when you do it push button. And the other way, it comes out all right. So push button, you can load up. And that's usually the case for a weak detent. When you push button it, you build up that bit of pressure to get the blade out. So... we've already decided, and we know that it looks very like something else. But let's take it what it is. They've put their name on it. It's FURA GEAR on it. That was the only thing on the blade on that side. And on the other side, you've got D2. I'll just show you it cutting now so you can see. Okay, I've decided to do this now. I have not stopped or touched this up. This is how it came to me when I've done the box opening. Now look at that. That's for you know, that's pretty sharp. That somebody has ground that well. That's not done with a, look at that. Through the cardboard, no problem whatsoever. And again, let's just give you a wee bit of a, let's just do this. How many we do? We do 3, 4, let's do 2. Double over. Just there's not even a, you know, there's not even an effort. Not even an effort. Just straight through it. And I always like to do it like this when you haven't got much to hold on to. It just proves that it's a blade and not me. There you go. Absolutely straight through. So we'll have no problem with the cutting. Nice blade, nice materials, nice looking. I love this slate blue. I'm a blue person, so I really do like this. So we'll give you some measurements to let you see what size is. I know in centimetres, the length is 21 centimetres. So let's just do it in the real measurement. Feet in inches. It's about 8 1/4. 8 1/4 inches long. It's about let me just see. The cutting edge is 3 1/2 inches, but it's actually about 3 5/8 up to from the tip to the start of the handle. 3 5/8, which is 21 centimetres. So it's, you know, that's a good size knife. Let me just give you let's see what blade stock, because it's right in fixed blade stock on this, and I haven't let me just turn this on, and the blade stock, you're talking, it's saying 38 mil. I would say that's about 4 mil thick. So there's a good thickness on that. The handle, what's the handle like? It doesn't look, it's 12.4, which is about literally 49.49 of an inch, but half an inch. So you know, it's quite nice. It's got a good long blade on it, and a good cutting long blade. That's 3 1/2 inches of cutting blade, which is lovely, and you can get work done, even though that's thick. It is now. It's saying that now. I think it's a flat grind here. It's a flat grind. It's not super slicey, but you know what it is good for? It's good for cardboard. It might be good for your tomatoes and things like that, soft tomatoes cutting. But getting through cardboard and getting through any sort of everyday use, as you've seen with cardboard, I mean, you know, it doesn't even see it. You know what I mean? It's a really good blade. I haven't had to touch it up, which is exciting because I did use it a few times. No, nothing great, just my usual household task. So let's give a comparison of what size it's like. Here's the good comparison. There we go. There's the Rat 1. And the Rat 1 is literally, it's not even half a centimetre bigger than it. So we're talking a very substantial size of a knife. Let's put it next to the paramilitary. Can you see that better if I have that down there? There. So we'll have that here. And up against the paramilitary, it's near enough exact. It's a wee bit longer. It's literally a couple of millimeters longer than the para. And let's have this. Let's have the Ganzo. I keep forgetting the blooming number. You would F756. I don't know how I forget that number. It's one of my favourite knives. And it is about exactly the same size as it. So any of your older type Ganzos that were all 8 1/4, it's going to be the same size. So you've got a good working knife. And I'm just going to look at the blade. If you look at the blade length, look at the cutting length against the Rat 1. Now, the Rat 1, granted, has a lovely big belly up the end there, and it probably evens out the size, because this looks bigger, but there's a big belly up there in the Rat 1, which is beautiful. But it's the same cutting edge, the same length cutting edge as a Rat 1, so that's going to get plenty of work done. And light, it just feels so light in the hand. Let me just see, in ounces, it is 4.7. I didn't think it was as heavy as that. It's well balanced knife now, because I didn't think it was anywhere near as heavy as that. Now, let's go to them inch gram things. 135 grams. Well, there we go now. That shocked me now. It's a bit heavier than what, but to be honest with you, you see me, you don't feel that in hand. Where is that? Where's the, it's back a bit. I'm trying to get where the balance of it is. That's it there. That's not bad, but it really genuinely doesn't feel heavy in the hand. I mean, the rat one, very nice. That wouldn't bother me at all. The weight wouldn't bother me anyway, but I mean, that is a drop shot. Just, in fact, you would have to watch your fingers in that, because that will just guillotine you. So really nice. I love the way it flips out. Very easy to put away. Great knife for £30 or $40. Now, you can go out and buy one of these and have a couple of dollars change. There's no doubt about it. And this is a great worker. It's got Oz 8, and it's in fact, you can get the one now with D2, which would be another great weight. But for this, what you're paying for is the looks. Do you know what I mean? There's no difference between the Rat 1 and D2 and this. You're going to get the same cutting edge. Now, you're getting titanium in this over the plastic. But looks-wise, and a flipper. And you can also flick it out with your fingers as well. I mean, there's more to it than just a straightforward Rat 1. I just think for that amount of money, and is there that many of us that don't have a Rat 1? Or the big Ganzo? It's lovely. Really is lovely. You know that I love this shape. But to put it up against the titanium with D2, it's leaving it behind. It really is leaving it behind. I will recommend this already. I know, because I've carried it and I know what it's like. It's a lovely knife. It's got a weak-ish detent. That's my only thing. And I'm going to ask you a question down below. What's the best way to safely increase the detent? I thought I could disassemble it and just push this lock bar in a wee bit, give it a couple of wee pushes, and do it very gradually to increase that detent a wee bit. Is that the right thing to do or not? I don't know. I have never done it, so this will be the first. And whatever your answer is, or answers, I'll try them and I'll let you know the next video after I've done it. So there we go, the FURA folding knife with titanium, D2, the lock bar, and the lock bar is it's locking up there about 30%, which is what you want from a new knife. That's what you want from a new knife. And I'm not going to go on anymore about this. I mean, I just don't see the point. I have had so many FURAs now that I know their quality's fairly decent. I don't know many people that have had bad ones. If you have, by all means, let us know. But most people that I have and recommended them and they've bought them, I've had really good feedback from them. And this is a bit dearer than a Ganzo, or that, it's maybe just a wee bit dearer than the Rat. But for that just shape of blade, it just looks like it's moving, doesn't it? It's lovely. And having the options, big lanyard hole at the back there, open through. There's only 2 pillars on that, and they're nicely shaped pillars. There's no... That's probably why it is a wee bit over the weight. But do you want to know something? I don't mind. It's 4 point whatever it was, 4.7. That's fine. That wouldn't worry me in the slightest. I can quite happily carry that. So I'm afraid the knife's going to get a big knees up from Paddy. Go ahead and buy it on... And I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm going to. This is a keeper for me. I'm going to keep this one. This isn't going anywhere at the moment. It might be going down to Dublin, but we'll have to sort that out soon. I'm still picking the knives that I want to send down to Dean. So, there we go, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And there'll be another few videos this week, about 3 out up until the weekend. All right. I'm going for a wee cup of tea. All the very best to you. Bye-bye.